Did you know there are psychological weaknesses so powerful they can make any woman feel attracted to you without even knowing why? These aren't obvious or generic tips, but emotional triggers that work directly on the female subconscious. The most interesting part, most men never learn to use these strategies, which is why they keep facing rejection and disinterest. Want to discover how to transform your presence and behavior into something irresistible? Stick with me until the end of this video and learn the 7 hidden weaknesses that can change the game forever. Weakness number 1, the need to be truly heard. Have you ever noticed how conversations with a woman can seem to go well, only for her to suddenly lose interest? This happens because most guys fail to understand one simple truth. Women don't just want to be heard, they want to be understood. When you genuinely pay attention to what she's saying without interrupting or trying to solve her problems immediately, you stand out from 90% of men. Just by doing this, you start creating an emotional space that's rare and incredibly valuable. Most guys trip up because they're so focused on talking that they forget to listen. But truly listening is an art. It means noticing her tone of voice, her pauses, and even what she's not saying. For example, if she says she had an okay day, she might be looking for someone to read between the lines and ask, "It sounds like something might have bothered you today. Want to talk about it?" This shows that you care about how she feels, not just the words she says. The impact of being a good listener goes far beyond conversation. When a woman feels like you truly understand what she's going through, she automatically starts to feel connected to you. This happens because, biologically, women value emotional connections as a form of security. That's why truly listening can be such a powerful attraction tool, and almost nobody does it the right way. So, how can you improve in this area? Start by avoiding distractions like looking at your phone while she's speaking. Show interest with body language, like leaning slightly forward or maintaining eye contact. Paraphrase what she says with phrases like, "So you felt like," to show that you understand. These small details create a huge impact. And the best part, this doesn't require superhuman effort, just genuine practice and attention. Weakness number 2, the fascination with true confidence. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits a man can demonstrate, but the kind of confidence that truly wins hearts isn't showy or theatrical. It's the quiet, internal confidence that's undeniable, but not overbearing. For example, think of a moment when you walked into a room and felt like all eyes were on you, even though you weren't trying to draw attention. This happens when you act with authenticity and assurance. And that's exactly the kind of energy that fascinates women. The secret to true confidence is that it doesn't rely on external validation. Insecure men try to prove their worth with words, while a confident man lets his actions speak for themselves. Imagine being on a date and a woman asks what you do for a living. Instead of exaggerating or over-explaining, respond simply and naturally without feeling the need to impress. This calm tone conveys that you know who you are and don't need anyone's approval to reinforce it. Another key aspect of confidence is the ability to stay calm under pressure. If something goes wrong, like being late for a date or an unexpected change of plans, a confident man doesn't panic. He resolves the situation without drama. And this attitude conveys a sense of security. It's what makes a woman think, if he handles everyday situations like this, he must be someone I can rely on during tougher times. Want to work on your confidence? Start by challenging yourself in small situations. Greet strangers. Speak assertively about something you believe in. And, above all, ensure your words and actions align. Over time, you'll notice that this quiet but powerful confidence will become a natural part of who you are, and it'll be impossible not to stand out because of it. Weakness number 3. The search for someone who's authentic. Authenticity is like a magnet for attraction. In today's world, where many people try to impress with exaggerated versions of themselves, being genuine is what truly sets you apart. It's not about being perfect, but about showing who you really are without fear of judgment. When you're honest about your thoughts, intentions, and even your flaws, it creates a deeper connection, something empty words or social masks can never achieve. Women have an almost intuitive ability to detect fakeness. If you act rehearsed or try to project an image that doesn't align with who you are, mistrust arises quickly. On the other hand, being authentic demonstrates confidence and transparency. For example, instead of trying to say the right thing during a conversation, focus on saying what you truly think. This might even lead to a small disagreement, but it shows that you have your own opinions, something incredibly attractive. Authenticity also shines through in your actions, not just your words. If you promise something, follow through. If you don't know about a topic, admit it instead of pretending. This earns respect and trust, two essential qualities for winning any woman over. For example, if she asks about a hobby you're unfamiliar with, instead of faking interest, say something like, "I've never tried that, but it sounds interesting. Tell me more about it." This opens the door for a genuine conversation, free from any pretense. Finally, remember, being authentic doesn't mean sharing everything or being brutally honest without a filter. It's about finding a balance between vulnerability and firmness. Sharing your dreams, opinions, and even small mistakes creates a more human and genuine connection. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes, and the more women will be drawn to the real you. Weakness number 4, natural curiosity about mystery. Mystery is a powerful force in attraction. When you don't reveal everything at once, you create an aura of curiosity that leaves women intrigued. This doesn't mean being evasive or playing games, but rather having layers to your personality that are revealed gradually. Think of it like watching an engaging series. The interest builds with each new episode, and the desire to know more grows stronger. Men who are overly predictable lose the element of surprise. For example, if you share your entire life story on a first date or respond in a linear way to everything, the conversation can quickly lose its spark. Instead, share interesting tidbits about yourself spontaneously and at the right moment. For instance, if she mentions travel, you could say, "I have a funny story about getting lost in Thailand, but I'll tell you about it later." This plants the seed of curiosity. Mystery is also about your behavior. Not being available all the time creates space for her to miss you and want more of your presence. This doesn't mean ignoring her or playing hard to get, but maintaining an active and balanced life. Show that you're someone with hobbies, friends, and your own interests. This intriguing independence makes her value every moment she spends with you. The key to using mystery effectively is striking the right balance. Being mysterious isn't about being distant or unattainable. It's about inviting her to explore more about you, little by little. Every new discovery should be interesting and genuine, not forced. This way, you become someone she wants to understand but can never fully predict, and that's irresistible. Weakness number 5, the desire to feel intense emotions. Intense emotions are like a trigger for the heart and mind. Women are naturally drawn to men who can create unique emotional experiences, ones that break away from the monotony of daily life. This doesn't mean you need to do something extravagant or risky, but rather that you should make an effort to step out of your comfort zone and offer moments she'll remember. After all, emotion is what turns a simple date into an unforgettable memory. The key here is unpredictability. Surprise her in creative and spontaneous ways. For example, instead of a conventional dinner date, suggest something different like a cooking class or a nighttime stroll with a stunning view of the city. These situations create opportunities for her to feel excitement, curiosity, or even a healthy dose of adrenaline, feelings she will inevitably associate with you. It's also important to build an emotional connection in more subtle moments. Sharing funny stories, talking about life-changing experiences, or even gently challenging her opinions in a healthy debate are ways to create emotional interaction. These highs and lows of energy in a conversation break the monotony and keep her attention completely focused on you. Finally, remember that creating intense emotions isn't about manipulation, but about fostering an environment where both of you feel alive. Women connect with men who can spark strong, positive feelings without forcing or seeming theatrical. A genuine smile, a confident gaze, or even a moment of comfortable silence can be as impactful as any grand gesture. This way, you don't just capture her attention, but also her genuine interest. Weakness number 6. The attraction to a man who knows how to lead. Women are naturally attracted to men who take initiative and demonstrate genuine, assertive leadership. Leading doesn't mean controlling or imposing your will, but rather being clear in your actions and confident in your decisions. For instance, instead of asking, "What do you want to do today?" you could say, "I have a great idea for today. How about we try that new restaurant?" This attitude conveys confidence and eliminates indecision, which can often be off-putting. A leader is someone who knows how to guide situations, even in small ways. This can be seen in simple gestures, like steering a fun conversation, offering practical solutions when something goes wrong, or staying calm when things get difficult. Imagine you're at a crowded event and plans go awry. Instead of complaining or seeming lost, you propose a new alternative with ease and turn the moment into something enjoyable. Leadership is also reflected in having a sense of purpose in life. Having clear goals and being in control of your path is extremely attractive. It doesn't mean you have everything figured out, but rather that you're moving forward with determination. For example, if you talk about a personal project or goal with passion, it shows you're someone with direction and purpose, qualities that inspire admiration and respect. But remember, being a leader isn't about dominating, it's about inspiring. It's about creating an environment where she feels safe and comfortable, knowing she can trust you, whether it's with small matters or big decisions. By showing that you can lead with kindness and confidence, you become a partner who not only attracts her, but also earns her respect. Imagine having the secret to making any woman fall head over heels for you in your hands. Yes, it's real, and it's within your reach with the obsession method. This revolutionary method promises something that few men can achieve, awakening a desire so deep and irresistible that she'll want to be by your side without hesitation. No complicated tricks, no drastic changes. Just a set of precise techniques that naturally and powerfully trigger female desire. Think about how it would feel to know you can win over whoever you want, without relying on luck or frustrating attempts. With the obsession method, you don't need to be the most handsome or the richest guy. All you need is access to the step-by-step process to create that intense and passionate connection. It's time to turn this promise into reality and join a select group of men who've discovered the true secret to attraction. Click the link below in the comments and start living this change today. Weakness number 7. The charm of well-balanced vulnerability. Contrary to what many believe, vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It's a demonstration of courage and self-confidence, showing that you're human, that you have feelings and stories that shaped who you are, can create a deep emotional connection. This doesn't mean unloading all your problems or insecurities, but rather sharing authentic moments that reveal your essence in a balanced way. For example, imagine you're talking about family, and she mentions something that reminds you of an important moment in your life. Sharing something sincere, like a childhood memory or a challenge you overcame, creates a space for empathy. This kind of exchange allows her to see beyond the surface and realize you're not afraid to be real. Well-balanced vulnerability has the power to break emotional barriers and pave the way for true intimacy. On the other hand, vulnerability also means admitting when you don't know something or even when you've made a mistake. Many men feel the need to maintain an unshakable facade, but confidently admitting limitations shows maturity and authenticity. For example, "I never thought about it that way, but I like what you said," or "I got that wrong, you were right." These attitudes show a balance between strength and humility. The most important thing is that vulnerability connects people on a deeper level. In a world where most try to appear invulnerable, those who have the courage to be sincere and approachable stand out. This creates an atmosphere where she feels safe to be herself too, establishing a unique and memorable bond. After all, trust and attraction don't come from perfection, but from shared authenticity. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and don't forget to check out the next video playing on your screen now.